One of the most common questions we get asked by our community is it better to use EAA or whey protein to recover from training sessions? There is, in fact, no right answer to this question. It actually comes down to what works best for the individual athlete in their own specific situation with their own training goals. Whole proteins, like whey, have pros and cons, just as free-form amino acids like EAA have pros and cons. The key is to recognise to get the most from your training, you need to be using one or the other, or even in some situations, you can potentially use both. To try and help you figure out what might be the best option, we've outlined some of the pros and cons below, along with some use cases based on your goals and what you might be looking to achieve. Whey protein. Pros. Whey is a complete protein source, so great for recovery. It spikes insulin, so it's good for post-training, so it's called insulinogenic. Tolerated well by young or healthy digestive systems. It's cheaper than amino acids, and it's higher in calories, so great if you're looking to build muscle. Some of the cons. Whey can be inflammatory. It spikes insulin, so it's not that great for snacking. Again, insulinogenic. Whey may not be well tolerated for people with digestive issues. It's not great for athletes or sports people, as it's not well digested, obviously, while you're trying to compete. It's not vegan or plant-based, and it's higher in calories, so not great if you're cutting. Essential amino acids. Pros. Fastest absorption. No digestion needed. EAA is non-inflammatory. They're great for older athletes as digestion and assimilation is less efficient as we age. They're also great for athletes as no digestion issues. They can be vegan or plant-based, and they're low calorie. Some of the cons. They're low calorie, so if you're aiming to gain muscle, then you may need more calories. They're used and cleared rapidly in comparison to whey, so they don't drip feed your body with protein throughout the day, and they're also more expensive. So what's going to work best for you will depend on your situation. If your goal is to decrease body fat, then the key area of focus should be calorie manipulation and restriction. Apps like MyFitnessPal do a great job at helping you track this, but one of the issues with calorie restriction over time is that it can eat away at muscle tissue. So not only will you be losing fat, but you will also be burning muscle. Amino acids are low in calories, but prevent this muscle wasting and make your fat loss more effective. Whey protein can also be useful, but the extra calories and slower digestion must be considered as part of the whole daily macro intake. If you're looking to build muscle, then having an excess supply of calories in your diet and the appropriate amino acids during your workout is essential to begin the repair and recovery process. Calories will come in the form of the diet that you put in place around your training so that you won't grow unless you provide enough energy for the building process. As long as there is a surplus, you'll be well on your way towards your goals. EAA provide the fastest way to get amino acids to the working unit, but should be used alongside carbohydrates or sugars to promote the insulin spike. Also, it needs to be taken into account that EAAs have fewer calories, and so this needs to be made up somewhere in the diet. Whey will spike insulin really well and provide a slower release to the EAA, but it also contains more calories, which are crucial to your goal. Side by side, studies have shown that whey slightly trumps EAA when looking to build muscle mass. If you're looking to optimize your health, then free-form essential amino acids are the route to go, as one of the main issues as we're looking to try and improve with health optimization is to decrease inflammation in the body, and free-form EAAs do this, while whey protein does the opposite, it increases it. As you may know, a lot of disease and negative health consequences are fueled in an inflammatory state, and so to improve the body's inflammatory status, choosing low inflammatory options win. If you're looking to manage inflammation to get the most from your recovery, then EAA 100% is your best option. Athletes and sports people are looking to get the quickest and best recovery possible so that they can see improvements in their performance from session to session. There are three main categories of performance: power, endurance, and intermittent sprint. Power athletes are looking to get the maximum out of their recovery so they can see their power, strength, and speed improvements between sessions. Because of the nature of their training, muscle tissue is damaged to levels that can be very high, and so the appropriate amount of amino acids must be supplied, and they are very critical to begin the support and recovery process. Both whey and EAA are viable options here, and it comes down to preference. EAA provides the fastest absorption and fewer digestive issues during long training sessions. Endurance athletes are predominantly focused on fueling their workouts with different forms of carbohydrates, but in regard to the body recovery process, they have a few other factors that they have to take into account. Firstly, muscle wastage is higher in these types of events due to the volume of energy expenditure and cortisol release, which burns through muscle easily. So, to preserve muscle mass, amino acids are a must to stop muscle wastage. One of the issues with protein is that due to the lack of blood in the digestive tract during workouts, the digestion can be severely impaired, and in this category, athletes often experience issues like bloating and stomach cramps. EAA and amino acids are definitely the best option here. Intermittent sprint sports have to take into account fueling of the body, but also the recovery elements to allow them to make it through their long training and competitive seasons. EAA is more effective to have in water bottles and can be used during training and competition when on the pitch or in the ring. Because there is no digestion needed, there is no stomach discomfort that a thick shake would give when consumed. The final category to look at is if you are looking to fight off aging and want to get the most from your recovery, EAA is the winner hands down. One of the main reasons is because of sarcopenia, or the age-related wastage of muscle mass is so prevalent, and the fact that we lose 0.5% of muscle a year after the age of 30. A lot of this is because we don't digest and assimilate our protein effectively due to the effects like decreased stomach acid production, among other reasons. Amino acids skip the digestion stage and are readily available for use and are a must consideration for older athletes. EAAs and whey protein are both very effective. It just depends on your goals and what you're looking to try and get out of your training. What do you think about essential amino acids and whey protein? Do you currently use either in your training program, and how does it benefit your goals? Let us know in the comment section below. We read all of your comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel so we can keep you up to date with the latest fitness and nutrition research. And if you want to upgrade your nutrition products, follow the link in the description to get your hands on our latest exclusive amino offer from our store.